Top card in Hearthstone currently are called Jim and Bob. I can really feel the Warcraft fantasy. All right, now this is gonna be a deck of all time. I actually forgot. All right, any of the new pocket cards interesting? Well, okay, so I read the Dialga and the Palkia, and I thought, if these cards don't get like specific support for them, they're gonna be horrible. Like the Dialga is like 2 metal or a metal and a colorless, something like that, but 2 energy for 30, which is abysmal. But then you get to attach 2 metal energy to a bench Pokemon, I think, which is good. But like, you think about what your opponent's doing with those 2 energy, like if they're Pikachu, for example, they're just dealing 90 to you, or like, you know, Mewtwo is halfway to one-shotting you. So they seem awful to me, frankly. It might change when I actually play with them, but I feel like there's got to be some Dialga Palkia specific support to make those cards work. Artanis Portrait is epic. He is pretty epic, isn't it? I think it's just good to get rid of that. Dialga's the first neutral ramp. Oh, is it 2 colorless? I might change it. That's pretty interesting. Well, there's the Frenzied Fellwing. Any chance we can see some wild Zerg DK before Blizzard spanks it with the Nerf Hammer? Probably. I think I'm gonna play more of it. I did play wild Zerg DK already, so like that was the first deck I played. So that is in fact already available to you if you want to see Marshy play that deck. But I'm gonna play more Zerg on Sunday. So today I'm just getting the video that if you're watching this on YouTube, you would have watched the day before. Actually, I'm not sure, because that video is going to be a sponsorship video, and so it just depends on if that draft gets reviewed in time or not. So I take it back. Who knows? Anyways, I made videos today for a video today and a video tomorrow, and that will put us to Sunday, where I will play more Zerg. Should I play this? It only kills one thing.
Perplexing. We must make haste.
I haven't played that many spells, right? 5? This thing's not super discounted. I guess I still want it though. 5 Artanis, chat. Does Bob into Arcane Giant get you the new 13 mana cards? It gets you the new 12 mana cards, which is its purpose in this deck. To be super funny in that regard. So I'm gonna do this. And then I'm gonna do this. And then we're gonna get an Archon next turn no matter what. Owie. No, it's 2 metal, but it's on any Pokemon. Oh, I see, I see. Well, very good. And Taro Tassadar, chat. Made it Archon on my first game with this deck. That's pretty exciting, I think. Pretty exciting, I think. Does so much damage, chat. Just does 8 damage straight to your opponent's face. Are we gonna play Bob Mountain Giant Even Warlock? I would have, like, instead of this, except that you can't transform into a Protoss minion unless there's a Protoss card in your deck, which apparently is technology they added in Great Dark Beyond. So things like original Cthulhu pieces, Galakron invokes, stuff like that, is locked to if you have you don't generate those cards, transform into those cards, or discover those cards unless your deck it matters for your deck. So you're not like getting crappy garbage you can't support outside of that. And it makes sense, right? Like, because for the generation, because you don't want to turn you don't want to like add a random card to your hand and have it be a 12 mana card you can't possibly discount. And you know, like I'd have to think of an example to where like you don't want to transform into something that you can't use, but surely they exist. I have to think of one. So say there was a minion like Slagma, like imagine a minion like Slagma, but it wasn't like, it only had its dormant reduced if you played an excavate card, right? So you wouldn't want to evolve into Slagma, like this fictitious Slagma, and have no chance of being able to actually activate it. So it's like future proofing the rule, right? Those minions only exist for those archetypes. Should I even keep Photon Cannon? Is that Big Shaman? I hit 1320 legend with extra large control Siltharaze punch card warrior. Wow. Ah, I see you've brought Big Shaman. I see that you have in fact brought Big Shaman. I don't know that I want to necessarily use this on Blink right away, or like use the prep on Blink right away, because like I definitely want to use it on Passage. OMG, it's a rogue deck, just what I needed today. Also, hello Marshy, I hope today's been okay so far. You know what? I've been chilling. How are you? You guys saw the gamblers left. Yeah, that's always been my thing with using the prediction feature on Twitch. Why I don't do it more often is because I get a lot of people invested in the first time I activate it, and then all the subsequent times nobody chimes in, you know, like it's people tend to be pretty one and done with it. I guess I'm doing this and this next turn. Don't do it. Rude. Rude. There's Recon Bob. That's pretty cool. I guess that's pretty good, right? Like if they hit Glug, we can just Glug around it. Even if they hit like Living Scrumbus. So yeah, pretty neat. Pretty neat. Don't have to lose to this Glug. I bask in this moment. Now all I need is another Protoss thing. We'll be good to go. We'll be good to go, chat. Walking Mountain. Alright, so as long as they don't do something horrible, I'll just bounce this and do it again, right? And the old bounce-a-rooney. Pretty funny.
We must make haste for Artanis.
Unlucky. I was hoping to get another Templar with that. Do you still play Marvel Snap off stream? No, I quit like about a year ago, and like I actually did quit. Like it wasn't like like when people say they quit a video game, it's always like it tends to be very, you know, they don't like it currently. They're just putting you down. At least for me, anyways. Like usually when I've like quote unquote quit something, it's not that I've actually quit it. It's like I lost interest and I started doing other stuff. You know, so saying you quit is kind of dramatic, I think. But anyways,
They will meet justice. They will meet justice.
but I decided to stop playing, you know, like I was like, you know what, I'm not getting any joy out of this. I am going to stop doing my dailies. I'm going to stop logging in. So that's my excuse for why it's different for me. Oh, did we just lose? That's really funny. Oh, it's 1 or 2 damage off. It might be okay, maybe. Let's see what we can do about that.
I might feel a little tingle.
Aw. Oh, we can try again. Should I try again? Because right now this has taunt. I think I try again.
I might feel a little tingle.
Really? Pretty funny. Alright, so theoretically, opponent could have to make this trade and then they can't go face after that. 22 mana Molten Giant sickens you to look at. Yeah. So anyways, no, I do not play Marvel Snap off stream. I decided to stop playing it. They nerf every day. Things cost way too much. It's not a fun game because of how it's managed. Which is a shame because at a base level it's a very fun game. The policy particulars are irrelevant until they actually implement literally anything to give players more stuff. They have though. They have. They've done so, like, you can't look at Hearthstone today and say that they haven't done a ton to make cards more accessible. Like the base game is like, just to have cards generally is way different. Like there's duplicate protection on literally every card. Back in my day, we used to pull 5 caverns below before we even had all the legendaries in the set. True story. I I pulled 5 caverns below with an incomplete collection. I pulled it 5 times in Ungoro. They didn't add that. I think it was in Wrath when they added duplicate protection for legendaries. It wasn't in there before. And my favorite part about that story is I disenchanted all of those caverns belows before it got nerfed. Oh, that is a loud video. I probably won't show that on stream, Guapo, but yeah. So yeah, they did that. There's like, you can buy the whole mini sets with 2,000 gold, which I guess is kind of like adventures with less effort, but I don't know. And like the battle passes give you so much stuff. Like even if you don't pay for them, you get so much free stuff out of the battle passes. They have these events that are free to play. They give you so many more free packs than they used to. Like the game is definitely cheaper, but like, so like if anyone who accuses Blizzard of not doing anything to make the game cheaper is just, you know, wrong. Chat, am I gonna lose? Give it to me straight. Hosen is like just a card of all time. No, this is gonna be out of range of my Archon for Templar for next turn. Duplicate protection is best thing they ever added. Agree. Oh, that like, yeah, you guys can watch that. That's what the packs used to be like. Sure. The shop is bloated with high-priced bundles, but I think the game is more accessible cost-wise than it's ever been. There's always, oh yeah, I mean, cosmetics are ruined. Like, if we're talking about the free-to-play experience or whatever, the experience is better than it's ever been. It's like ridiculously better. But if you're talking about like raw card accessibility, like if players just want to play decks just for their function, then it's better than it's ever been. If we're talking about players like me who want to have all the pretty stuff, then it's worse, right? Like, I've been priced out of cosmetics. I don't care about cosmetics anymore. And because like my care of cosmetics was about maintaining a collection, not only am I priced out of doing something that I liked, which was collecting Hearthstone cosmetics, but also I regret having ever collected them in the first place. So for me, it's a huge sad that the cosmetics cost so much. But if we're talking about like woe is the free-to-play player, you know, like if we're talking about like their struggles, then no, it's so much better than it's ever been. They have done plenty to get more cards into the player's hands. We can't accuse them of doing nothing. I think that's completely unreasonable. Marshy has never lost a game in his life. That is true. That's true.
I see you brought guests.
Chat. This might be the worst deck of all time. I think we have to do one or the other. We have to do Templars or we have to do Rebob. That's my new opinion. I think I'm gonna cut all of the, like most of the Protoss stuff out of this and just do the Rebob stuff, because that's a wild thing, right? Like, I want to do the wild thing. Whereas the Templar stuff is just kind of like Templar stuff. And like, I could do that, but it needs to be its own deck. I think having, you know, Miracle Templar business is just not working. And with that said, let me just like fix this deck.
I know that I have lost.
Artanis Portrait with no Artanis in deck is a little funny, isn't it? I'll admit to that being slightly funny. This is looking like a gear shift on one type of hand. My opponent is not running Big Shaman. Look at that. Look at that. Whee! See what we've won. Yeah, we got ourselves a turn 2. We can go dig for treasure, gone fishing. Why do we need Artanis in the deck if we are already Artanis? Too true. Too true. Oh, now I'm doing this. Boop. Hi, have a nice day. I hope you have a nice day. All right. Get wrecked. With Arcane Giant Recombobulator, you get a guaranteed Protoss minion, not a guaranteed Protoss minion. So the idea behind this deck is I wanted to do even Warlock Recombobulator to recombobulate Mountain Giants into the new 12-crossed Protoss minions. But you can't actually get those minions. Those minions will not show up unless you have a Protoss minion in your deck. So for that purpose, we have this card, and so yeah, we can't do it in Warlock, right? Like even Warlock is what I wanted to do, but you can't do it because you can't run a Protoss card to activate it, which is why we're not doing this in Warlock where I want to do it. But you can. The Arcane Giants also cost 12. So you can transform into the new fancy Protoss minions in Miracle Rogue. So I've taken the Miracle Rogue shell and I've added just a few Protoss cards. So one of the Protoss draw cards to draw the 2 Photon Cannons is the idea. Goodbye, Shadow Step. I actually really wanted that. That's too bad. I would like to not give up this. Let me see what I can do. I guess I just shoot face twice. And we'll do it next turn. Too bad. So we're gonna try to recombobulate into like carriers and stuff. Rude. Rude. Opponent must be super confused. As well they should be. They're about to be even more confused. You'll see. You'll all see. Goodbye, my sweet zealot. And a flight of spaghetti, sing me to thy potatoes. Or something. Here we go. Should I stick up or should I just play this? I guess I'll stick up. I guess that one. Alright, here we go, here we go. If this doesn't work, we'll Tenwu. What do we get? Unlucky? There are, I think, 4 hits from before. Mountain, Arcane, Clockwork, and Grave Horror. But I have confirmed, at least in casual, that it can be done. Unlucky. So, and there are 3 new Protoss minions, one of which is kind of mid. But, oh, the mage one is improved by how many Protoss spells you've played this game, right? So that does add extra value to our little bit of spell package. Makes me wonder if I should have more, though. What's the best StarCraft deck I've played so far? I played that Warlock location StarCraft deck in Standard, and that felt really strong. I guess I want to say the Zerg DK I made on day 1, but I was playing against day 1 stuff, so hard to say. Aw, are they just gonna steal it? No, they're gonna freeze it. That's fine. Because I want a rebob. Let's get a carrier or something. Yay! We did it, chat. We did it. Should I do this? I don't know. Yeah. So hoping to get a step. Sick. All right. So now we can do this again, but also we get all 4 of our carriers. Is this deck the nuts? Is this deck the nuts? Best deck in the game? Poggers? Poggers indeed. Cower in fear of my carrier. Be surprised. Only took me till turn 7 to do that. All right. You know, in Druid we're doing this on 3. Ah. Opponent confirmed. Hates fun. Hates fun. Absolutely disgusted by the concept of fun. Ooh. I think that's for next turn. Is it for next turn or is it for now? I don't know. I feel like it's for next turn. He did a good order. Yeah, thank you. I did my best. That is rude. It's incredibly rude of my opponent to cheat like that. If I do this, they just play it again, right? I think we might lose. Oh, I have a Hearthstone Brew in here. Okay. Let me do this for now. Maybe they mill their Shudderwalk and concede. Zeph, that's a good hit. Give Renathal a nice recombobulation. You got it. Rude.
Valen, we have a problem.
Something tells me the recombobulating into my next Arcane Giant isn't going to matter too much anymore. Especially now that I've given them even more Zilliaxes. Hi, ETC. There he is. I was gonna rebob this, but like, or I was going to breakdance this, but now I'm thinking I might want to breakdance the ETC, right? We could get a Bob or a Zephyrus after we get our Hearth. All right, let's see what we won. Bummer. Bummer. Well, hopefully that worked out well because the animations did not want me to like have any more decisions to make here. Oh, I never got to make that trade. Also a bummer. Oh well, something cool. Ah, all that effort. All that effort, chat. No. Brutal. Ripperini, yeah. Opponent never does anything threatening. True. So lame to become the same minion. I agree. Do you guys believe in Hearthstone Brew to get us there, by the way? How much faith do you guys have? More like Stone Stew. I don't know, chat. I'm trying to get my maximum values. I can, like, Bob Freeze plus Hearth in the same turn. That's kind of nice. Feels like it's Shudderwalker bust, though. Is there anything else as good as Shudderwalk in the... Oh, don't hit the Hearth. Alright. Alright, let's see what we can do. Is this the worst one we could have gotten? Unstoppable tempo. Word. Infinite value hero power. Ah, okay. In Rexar we trust. You guys are excited. All right, we'll see what we can do. No, that's cheating. I'm the only one who's allowed to do that. These absolute fools think I can't play this turn. For all the good it did. I mean, it sets up the Flurgle to die, right? So, by explosive trap at least. Mm-hmm. Uh-huh. These beasts are never the worst thing I've seen in my life. Yeah, literally never. They're all gonna be bangers. They're all going to be the best thing ever. Alright, no battle cries if I want to play it this turn. It's this one, right? Acid Maw is tempting. But we want to hit like poisonous with one of the poisonous ones with this. Oh, it'd have to be Poisonous Rush. I think this one's gonna be better. Nice. They never devolve that or anything. They never devolve that or anything. Literally not gonna happen. Here comes the Reno, yeah. At least we'll have misdirection to stop that 3-3 from hitting my face and otherwise having 0 impact. Cower before my spaghetti noodle soup. Now what will you do? Now what will you do? Right? Don't. I do not give you permission to. Where'd my deck tracker go? Did deck tracker give up? How long has it been gone? How long has deck tracker been out? No, Reno, I'm not looking for a standoff. Agreed. Not too long? Alright. Cool. I thought I was looking at it earlier. Yay, it worked. Yay. Playing cards is cheating. There's never been a truer statement in the history of Hearthstone. How am I going to randomly generate this Kill Jaden, by the way? Did my opponent just play that without having played Serenite? Yes, I'm gonna copy. Sure. I wish I could play both of these. Like, I'm just gonna die to fatigue. Is there a beast that puts beasts in your deck? There's one, right? There's the raptor with the death rattle, but is there anything else? Is it just that? Hydra, okay, yeah, that's true. And the amalgam, yeah, there's a few. Cards for me? When my opponent plays Magatha, I never get cards. How do they cheat so thoroughly? Chat, that's what I want to know. Attack my face. I didn't want to attack my face. I see how it is. Okay. And beautiful. All right, we're saved. Chat, we're saved. Two mana, 3/3, but it has rush and like we can do it every turn for the rest of the game. We can just keep doing that. Infinite value. Yep. They'll never just play one strong thing and kill us. Literally couldn't happen. Pretty sure. Can't wait for Steam Cleaner. That would be quite the way for this to have ended. What? Interesting. My opponent is a gamer. Opponent is gaming like a champ? What are they doing over there? What's going on? What is their plan? I really like the part where we got the Velen out of the way right off the bat. That was pretty good for me, I think. Ugh. I have the mana to spend, so I guess I'll get this one. There's a little amalgam that could. Amalgam is Murloc. Oh, that's true. Yeah, I could have just adapted that further. That would have been a good idea. Swag Doctor, day one of asking Marshy to play the bell on the playground. Yeah. How you doing, Swag Doctor? Thank you so much for the 2 months. Rexar, my beloved. Yeah, look at it go. Look at it get there. We could have adapted the amalgam to be poisonous. I'm sorry, chat. I didn't mean to. I didn't mean to be bad. I meant to be good. I'm so sorry. I'll actually think about things from now on. I promise. All right. Oh. Gross. I don't like the part where they don't have a minion for me. It means I get to take damage. I don't like that. Okay. I have to chill for a turn. Because they have 1,000 macaws in their deck, right? There's my thing will not stick. You never remember to play around Macaw either. Real. Alright, let's get that poisonous on this thing. So I'll do this first. That is pretty good. I wish I had Rush. I need poisonous, please! No. Wait, is this awful? That's terrible. I need to leave the amalgam up. Alright, so now it's just Shadowwalk though, right? They've played Polkelt since. But I need my misdirection needs to hit this, right? So hopefully it misdirects into my amalgam. That'd be great. Okay. Even better. That's a decision of all time.
My jaws that bite, my claws that catch.
Why not do that in the other order? We probably just die though, right?
My jaws
We have to roll the rush poisonous amalgam, I think.
Fast here. What do I do with all these cards?
Roll Bunny Stomper and get a Hollow Hands. Hollow Hamming in there is interesting. Alright, it's up to you, Rexar. It's already over, right? Like, there's nothing I can do from that. Maybe we can kill a Shudderwalk. No, we can't. We can't play it. At least we won't die by fatigue, you know what I mean? I didn't play a single spell after I got this. Cool. Now I'm saved. Held on for a bit at least. True.
Ready to plunder.
Just gonna copy Shudderwalk? Alright, I'm out. Right? They can't freeze their own stuff or anything, can they? There's like nothing they could do to ruin themselves? There's not. Alright, I'm out.